As many of you know, at least if you follow my gardening and homestead channel, my husband and I have been making a chicken coop recently, and I was wearing gloves the whole time, but of course, as fate would have it, right as I took them off to finish the project, as I was cleaning up materials, I got a splinter. So I came straight up to the house and I decided to film it in case it turned into anything worth talking about. And I got all like that little piece right there, but I couldn't get any more. And I could feel that there was like an extra piece in my finger going like horizontally across, not like stabbing down. Otherwise I would have done some digging and made sure to get it out. But I did some surface picking to try and get to it, but where it had cut my finger right there was just too sensitive. And I did some tests trying to bend my finger, no problems. So I decided to leave it there. I just put some antibacterial ointment on it and put a Band-Aid on it and decided to let it grow out and see what would happen. Well, this was today, and I was finally able to get to it. You can see the skin has grown out like a week more. I just did a little bit of fingertip maintenance. So that's why my fingers around this area look really freshly shaved. But this skin had sort of bubbled up and grown out all around the splinter, and I was hoping that when I clipped it off, I'd be able to get the splinter out of there finally, and I was able to do it. I've had so many questions in the past asking, can I get splinters? Can I get paper cuts? And the answer is yes. They just don't affect me the same way. Like, fortunately, this splinter went sideways into my finger instead of like straight down into it, which would have been way worse. But sharp objects can definitely puncture the skin, despite it being a thick callus. Oh my God, there it is. Finally out. And honestly, I didn't even feel it for this whole week. It's just been like a little hard bump on my finger, like, oh, I wish I could get that out. And there it is. Now I can finally take the skin comfortably off all around it because it's grown out enough that it's not going to hurt to go down that deep or clip it off. Absolutely sharp things can penetrate this skin. It's less likely that I'm going to be hurt by them. Paper cuts, for example, just slice through the skin as if it were a crack or a flap. Like, it doesn't necessarily make me bleed, but it will cut the skin. I just have such a thick barrier against the elements that usually it's like just affecting the top and not like going down where I might get blood or get infected. You know, when that first the first splinter piercing happened, there was a little bit of redness right at the puncture point, but I didn't leak any blood. So it was just right at the edge of where the blood is. And fortunately, that splinter didn't get its way into my bloodstream or anything like that. And it was just a pressure treated 2x4. So live and learn. Fun fact, I can stick like safety pins in my skin and clip them onto my skin and it doesn't hurt.